Would you be surprised to hear that Orthodox Muslim missionary Dava Bro, apparently, hit his wife? I don't know, maybe some of you might be.
Well, what about the recording of Liviano's wife that you took about him
That
hitting his wife?
that's
Should I show
fine.
that?
Yeah.
Wait, you wanna do that?
Yeah, we could
What
talk
about
about it.
Anis?
There is a religion called Islam where Allah orders husband to beat their wife. Nothing surprising there, right? And then founder of this religion, Muhammad, peace, police, safety, and child protection be upon him, not only teach this in theory, but he put this in practice, right? Sources tells us Muhammad beat Aisha, and Aisha is not a stranger. She's not enemy. She is the wife of the Prophet, and not any wives. He had lots of wives, but she is the child wife. And then Muhammad beat her. That caused her pain in her chest. And then you get to see in the time of Muhammad, man is beating his wife and her skin turned to green. Muhammad is observing the situation, so-called walking Quran, observing the situation, and sending this woman who has been beaten by her husband back to the very home that she got beaten. Nothing there says don't beat your wife. And Aisha, as she's observing the situation, she's part of the situation, she testifies that she has not seen any woman suffering as much as the believing woman. Think about that for a moment. This is apparently the best community, right? And the testimony comes to us from insider, not the outsider. Mother of the believers, the woman who has been beaten, or child who has been beaten. Child who's seen that woman has been beaten tells us she has never seen anyone suffering as much as the believing woman. That's 7th century. Move to the 21st century, 2026. And then ask yourself, what is the fruit of these teachings, right? And then from that, we just move to the clip where Malik, apparently this Mr. Doxa, is expressing that he's got a recording where Orthodox Muslim hit his wife.
Save your boy Sench, because I'll
Is
put
it
the
a free
bell on
place
it
to
too.
speak?
Hey, I'll
Wait,
put
what
the
about
I'll
what?
put the bell on Sench
Wait,
too.
that's fair. That's fair. I agree. Well, what about the recording of Liviano's wife that you took about him
That
hitting his wife? Should
that's
I
fine.
show that?
Yeah.
Wait, you wanna do that?
Yeah, we could
What
talk
about
about it.
Anis? What about Anis climbing up ladders, fucking bitches? Should we do that too? All the stuff they.
All right, get out of here. All right, Malik. Actually,
These all Muslim preachers, Muslim dava bros, Muslim missionaries are openly admitting that they beat their wife. It's very casual, right? Like, oh, what did you do today? Oh, I was waiting for the bus. Oh, I just beat my wife. Yeah, they are not hiding it. They are not ashamed of it, as this is part of their normal life, right? Faithful living, you might say. Yeah. And strange thing is, they are recording each other as they are bragging about beating their wife. One of the things I find strange is these are the names who openly use their platform to criticize Christian faith, right? The very faith they are criticizing tells the world, husband, love your wives as Christ loved the church, and Christ gave his life for the church. There is sacrificial love there, right? Not beat your wife, not control your wife, not strike your wife, but die for your wife. Is it just a slightly different, or there is a huge difference there? When you see such a clips are circulating around, please don't be surprised, don't be shocked by it. This is not something is coming out of blue or pink or nowhere. This is what happens when behavior simply reflects the belief. This is what is called being faithful followers of Islam. This is simply when example flows from the leadership. People tend to resemble what they follow. And in this case, resemble is very, very hard to miss.